Hi and welcome to Game Domain, and for this video I will be talking about how there could still be physical games even when consoles will be digital only. So, as you know, a lot of PC games don't need the disc. It just comes with a disc for some reason. But really all you need is the download key that comes with the case, and sometimes it doesn't even have a disc. It just comes with the download key, and that's really what I think the future of physical games will be, because every generation since I would say the last generation, digital downloads have been um, more popular. I think this year, maybe last year, download or digital games have been more popular than physical games. I could be wrong on that though, and it's obviously going to happen. Maybe not next generation, probably the one after that, where consoles won't be able to use discs or cartridges. It will all be digital only because the companies will be saving a lot of money. They won't have to publish it through physical media. They won't have to produce the disc. They won't have to sell it to stores unless they don't want to make the discs or cartridges for it. Instead, they just make the case with the download key in it. For people like me, I like to get the physical game. A lot of people do. Um, and I would say it's about 50-50 on do you prefer digital or physical games. And it would be really bad, again, to people like myself who like to collect the physical games and will only buy digital games if there's no physical game, if there's no physical version of the game, and if there's just a huge sale. Like, let's say there's a game that costs $60 and it costs like $5. If there's something like that, then I might get a digital. But if games start to have cases, but only with the download code, first of all, that would be a lot cheaper. Um, and it would be a way to still have physical media while consoles don't accept physical media. It would come with a download code, and then you get the game. However, right now, while there is still physical media for game consoles and even PC, it's not as common, but it's still there. Let's say you buy a game and you don't like it, and you bought it new for $60, and you played, let's say you played the game for a month, which seems like a long time, but let's say it's a multiplayer game and you just got bored of it, and you want to return it, but you know that you'll get like $5 for it if you return it to GameStop or something. So you want to sell it on Amazon. You could sell it for maybe $20 to $30 if it's in good condition, maybe even 40 if the game is still fairly new. Because if someone wants to get the game used, then they can just buy it and they can still use it. But the only thing is, with digital games, even if it comes with a physical case, yes, you can buy that case, but you wouldn't be able to play the game unless they didn't use the download code. So that's one of the worst things that would happen, because then a lot of people who like to buy used games for maybe one-fourth the price, I've seen that a lot. I think I bought Uncharted 4 for like $20. Most of the games I buy online and for much cheaper prices, and I'm sure a lot of other people do that because who doesn't want to save money on games? If you want to buy even a new game, it's usually much, much cheaper online than if you were to go to GameStop. Then you couldn't sell the games, you could only sell the case, and you would have to buy the games new, which I guess it would be more expensive, but as long as you're buying it online, it shouldn't be too bad. One of the reasons that console digital games are so much more expensive and usually full price for sometimes the entire lifespan of the console is because Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo owns a monopoly on their online store. It's not like it's not like on Steam where if you want to buy a game on Steam, um, but there's a cheaper price on, let's say, I don't know, Origin, really no one prefers that over Steam, then you could buy it on Origin and then Steam would get none of that money, or maybe even GOG.com. And also G2A, you can buy a lot of keys for cheap on there. So Steam has a lot of sales, and usually the price will go down eventually, but you can buy it a lot cheaper on other sites. And Steam knows that. Valve is aware of that. They're aware that, okay, if we um, keep these games here, I'm not just talking about Valve. I'm also talking about the companies that sell games through Steam. They know that, okay, if we don't have the occasional sale for a lot, what doesn't have to be a lot, but at least somewhat of a sale, then people will use sites like G2A, and we won't get any of that money. So let's have a 50% sale on this franchise every now and then, which really leads to the Steam summer sale, the Steam holiday sale, and then I think I spent like $50 worth um, of games. I think that's what I did for the last summer sale, and I got a lot of games. I got the GTA games. I got what else did I get? I think I got Life is Strange, the Fallout games, except Fallout 4 I already have that. So yeah, it was definitely worth it. If I didn't get it during the summer sale, I probably would have spent well over $150. So yeah, if you want to buy games during the summer sale, and a lot of major titles are on sale, it's probably harder to find a game that isn't on sale than is on sale, even if it's relevant. So I would definitely recommend waiting for that if you want to purchase a lot of games and it's near summer. Like right now, if you want to go on Steam and try to get a lot of games, I would say just wait for the summer sale. It's about, I think, a month away, maybe a month and a half. But but on consoles, it's not the same. Yeah, there'll be sales. Some companies are more lenient with sales, but still, they have a monopoly on that. If you want to go to G2A, yeah, there's console codes. It's not that popular though. Usually, you might save a few bucks on the games, but nothing really worth it. You might as well just buy it on the store because then it just makes it easier and it's a couple bucks more. So I know I've completely gotten sidetracked on the main point of this video. Really, what I'm saying is there will be a time, probably within the next 10 years, when console manufacturers, except maybe Nintendo, because Nintendo um, is known for having a lot of, I guess, old school values. Like, they don't really use that much DLC. Like, yeah, there's going to be games they make with DLC, like Breath of the Wild, but you are getting a good amount of content. Smash Bros. Has DLC, but a lot of the games they make don't have DLC, and a lot of people would actually like DLC from it. But Nintendo was used to those old school values, so they might continue to make discs or cartridges. But with Sony and especially Microsoft almost um, wasn't going to let people like reuse games. Luckily, they changed that. So I really think this is the future. That is the future of physical games. Just getting the case and a download key, which is kind of common now on PC, but a lot more times there'll still be discs with the game. And I'd much rather get a game case with a download key in it than just get the download key. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments. Bye.